Good morning, and today we are visiting the cemetery of Nahalat Yitzhak, estate of Isaac approximately. Many streets in Israel are buried in this cemetery. Let's begin. Okay, this is a section of the underground, the Haganah, the Etzel, and the Lehi Stern gang. We'll talk about Stern later. Here we can see many of the Haganah organization. Here, someone from the Etzel. The Haganah was much bigger organization, so therefore it had more casualties. This cemetery began in the 20s of the last century because the previous cemetery in Trumpeldor Street today was full, overbooked. Okay, so let's continue. Abraham Stern, his nickname in the underground was Yair. He was the commander of the Lehi, one of the resistance movement during the British Mandate. But in English, this underground known as Stern Gang. So this is Stern from Stern Gang. Okay, on the bottom we can see Mishura Meshachrer Kamavet, one of a line of the hymn of the Lehi, the hymn of the Lehi. From duty, only the death can set you free. Here, his wife, Hadassah, his brother, his sister-in-law. Interesting. The monument of Lehi and Etzel, Stern Gang deads. Notice, part of them are here. They all buried as soldiers of IDF because it happened after the establishment of Israel. Do notice the number, each number begins with 17. It means that when he died, he wasn't a soldier, but after his death, he became a soldier. The cemetery has two parts. The north one, which considered as civilian, although we saw many soldiers, and the south one, which considered a military one, although there are many civilians here. So let's go to the south. Monuments of communities from the Holocaust, in this case Lithuania. Here we can see, this is the monument. There are some monuments for the victims of the Holocaust. Lida, Mir, a big city. Babi Yar, the big massacre not far from in Ukraine, not far from Kiev. 50,000 people in 2 or 3 days. This is memorial for Treblinka. We can see all the black and the barbed wire and the hope, flowers and some green. So it's written Treblinka there. The monument of Altalena was a ship which carried weapons to the Etzel, and she arrived to Israel after the establishment of the state. David Ben-Gurion, the prime minister, said, "Okay, give me all the weapon." Begin, the leader of the Etzel, said, "Okay, I will give you everything, but please give me 10% for my people in Jerusalem." Ben-Gurion said no, and then the force of the IDF shot on the ship, and 16 members of the Etzel died. Yes, and although free from the other side of the IDF, and Begin decided, okay, I don't want a war between brothers. He gave up. One of the people who died in the Altalena is Aaron Zvistavsky. He became famous because 15 years earlier, he accused that he killed Arlozorov. Arlozorov was a Zionist leader, and at the end, the British couldn't prove his guilt, so he was released. And 15 years later, he died not far from the place that Arlozorov was assassinated. Yehuda Aryeh Levi. There's a big tree on his grave. Interesting story because he was a member in the Stern Gang, and he wanted to give formula of explosive, safe explosive to the Haganah. And they said, "No, you're a traitor," and they just killed him, which was totally crime, we can say. Interesting story. This is a monument of to ash. People from Zagłębia and area in Poland, they just brought the ash after the crematorium and buried it here. Okay, that was another episode of my vlog from Tor to Head Ilan, the Holy Land, and today's cemetery of Nahalat Yitzhak, the estate of Isaac, or something like this. Don't forget the SSL, subscribe, share, give me like. God bless you.